Hello, myself Dakshanyasi, working as assistant professor in a government college for women. Today we are going to discuss about the topic phase equilibrium for the course BSc subject chemistry and the paper physical chemistry. In that phase equilibrium, this content contains reduced phase rule or a condensed phase rule, classification of two component system, and some of the example on that. Reduced phase rule or condensed phase rule. The phase rule equations from already we know that from the previous session, the Gibbs phase rule F is equal to C minus P plus 2. So in the solid liquid equilibrium of an alloy, practically there is no gaseous phase and the pressure will not have much influence. In this case of solid liquid equilibrium, the experiments are generally carried out at constant pressure. So we already knew about in the previous session that will be whatever that will be the experiments that will be generally that will be carried out at two variants. I mean, one is temperature, another one is the pressure. That's the system in which only the solid and liquid phases are considered and the gas phase is ignored is called a condensed system. This reduces the degree of freedom by system by only 1. So the phase rule equations is then written as and f dash is equal to C minus P plus 1. This equation is what we called as in a reduced phase rule or in a condensed phase rule. For a two component system, the phase rule equation is written as, that is, you know that components is 2 minus P plus 1 which is equal to 3 minus P. So f dash is equal to 3 minus P. Why I am going to return 3 here only? Because of that is whatever the two component system. So which having a, if the depending on the nature of that is what kind of the compound that will be, how much that is the phases that will be appear during that one. So because of that I'll get that say number of phases P, that is what is that only reduce that equation, rearrange that one, F is equal to 3 minus P. Classification of two component system, mainly that is two component system are classified in the following three types. First one, a simple eutectic formations. So on their example, all those things that is we are going to study in the next session. And second one is formation of the compound with a congruent melting point and a compound with a incongruent melting point and the formation of solid solution. What is the definition of what is the simple eutectic formation here? A system which two substances which are completely miscible in liquid state but completely immiscible in the solid state is known as a eutectic system. In this term, the substance, whatever that will be a substance and its composition, that is do not react chemically. For example, lead silver system, lead antimony system, zinc cadmium system or potassium iodide water system. This is in your syllabus, that is the simple eutectic type of, that is a potassium iodide and water system. This is the one of the figure, just I am going to give enough for the example. At this point what we called as an eutectic point, which is the below the melting point of either of two solids and the corresponding composition there, that temperature what we called as an eutectic temperature and point eutectic point and the corresponding composition what we called as an eutectic composition also. So by knowing that further you are going to study, and when you are going to study on that potassium iodide and water system. Next we go for the congruent melting point. Here that is the congruent melting point, especially binary alloy system. Binary alloy system, two substances from one or more compounds with the definite proportions of the compound. A compound is said to possess a congruent melting point if it is melt exactly at a constant temperature into liquid having the same composition as that of the solid. For example, magnesium silicon oxides is there with a different composition, they will show this kind of the congruent melting point. It means that whether magnesium or silicon is a definite composition that will melt at a particular point. When it will cool it, then it will comes to the solidified with the same composition of that one. So that point what we called as an a congruent melting point. This is the example for that. Next we go for the incongruent melting point. That is the opposite to that one. So it means that if a compound is said to possess incongruent melting point, it decomposes completely at a temperature below its melting point, yielding a new solid with a composition that will be different from that of the original. Example already given, that is orthoclase, that is will be in the potassium aluminum silicon. Look at that, that will be a tetroxide, it is there, it produces a lucite. So here in that will be a composition that will be a different in addition to a melt. Another one, magnesium silicon, look at that, that is a hexoxide will be there, which produces a phosphorate will be there in addition to a melt. This is the main difference in that. That will be after the melt, whenever that will be a cool, that is we are going to get a different a material or a different of that will be from the original of a different composition. So another one, that is a formation of solid solution. In this type, when two substances, especially the melts, completely miscible with both the solid and also in the liquid state, they form a solid solution where mixing takes place. This mixing that will be taking place on the atomic level. Copper and zinc example, dissolved it with each other and order to give a solid solution called brass. You already knew about. That is copper in gold. That is also one of that. That is what you are making a gold ornament. That is what we call as a 22 carat or a 24 carat. These are all what we call as a solid solutions in that. Atoms of element zinc to a pure aluminum crystal, that is alloy in that a solid solutions of aluminum zinc. It is also give a pure solid solution. It means if it melt, it's completely with miscible with in the liquid form and also with the solid solutions and also in the liquid states. Those what we call as an and some of that metal that will shows that this kind of the character. And this is the given figure in that, that is the temperature and its corresponding compositions. In that there will be produced the aluminum calcite. Here that will be given a congruent melting point, eutectic point and also incongruent melting point. From the further study and the further sessions, you are going to study in that detail. And these are the reference and sources for the making study material and also this video. Thank you.